Prime factorization. We are actually trying to understand how to answer questions in the test paper and how to describe our answers. It is important to get the right answer, but it's very important to show the method and explain what you're trying to do. So let's look into this question and then try to explain our answer before we really answer it. So the question is, 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 equals to 60. That is given to us. Now it's written here, 60 is written as a product of prime numbers. All of them are prime numbers. 2, 2, 3 and 5 are all prime numbers. So 60 is written as a product of prime numbers. Explain, how can you write 252 as a product of prime numbers? Wow. So that's a huge number. How will you do this? Well, let's do prime factorization. You understand what is prime factorization? It is a process by which we keep on finding factors after factors of the given number until we land up with all the prime numbers. You know what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are the numbers which have only 2 factors. The 2 factors are number itself and 1. Okay? And remember, 1 is not a prime number, and therefore in this series we don't write 1. You need to explain me why 1 is not a prime number. Okay? That's the question for you. Now here, let us see how to write 252 as a product of prime number. Write down the number itself first. The number is 252. Start with the number. So this is an even number. You can always divide it by 2. So you divide by 2. Let's say this is 2 times what? So if you don't know what is 2 times what number will give you 252, you can divide 252 by 2. So if I divide 252 by 2, what do we get? 2 goes 1 time in 2, 0 remainder. 2 goes 2 times in 5, 1 remainder. So I get 12, and it goes 6 times. So that's what I get, 126. Now 126 is also even, so let's divide it by 2. So it goes 2 times. Let me draw an arrow here showing that 252 has 2 factors, 2 and 126. When you multiply, you get 252. Do you see that? Okay, since 126 is also even, let us again divide by 2. Okay, so 2 times 6 is 12, okay, and 2 times 3 is 6. That's simple. We get 63. Now 63 is not an even number, but what can go into 63? Well, 9 times 7 is 63. That is good. You could also divide it by 3, right? Yes, so we could do either way. So 1, let's do it 3 times. So 3 times 2 is 6, right? 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 1 is 3. So we get 21 this time. Okay, 21 is not a prime number. It is 7 times 3 is 21. Now you can see all the numbers which we have are all prime numbers. If you multiply 7 with 3, 3 and 2, what do you get? You will get 252. So we can write 252 as product of 7 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. So that is what we call prime factorization. And that is how we can write a number as product of so many prime numbers. Do you see that? So now we can write this as 252. Let me write in a different ink here. So we have 252 equals to, we can start from here, 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 7, right? So that is 252.